fully versed in the principles of the war. He did not have a mind to actually originate those principles, but he had deeply internalized them. You have to use them. You have to give very, very eloquent statement to them.
George Washington became the youngest official surveyor in Virginia history. How did his surveying skills help him later in life?
It sharpened his eye in terms of looking at things. He didn't look at nature at all through romantic lens. There are not many references in Washington's papers, for instance, to the beauty of nature, but there are an enormous number of references, and very knowing references, to the utility of nature, and I think that really comes from the training as a surveyor. Of course, that's where he made his original money. We so associate him with the 8.5 years of the Revolutionary War, the 4 months of the Constitutional Convention, of course, the 8 years of the two-term presidency, but he had 9 lives. He had a very, very active and successful career during 5.5 years during the French and Indian War. By the age of 23, he is the commander of all the armed forces in Virginia, and Virginia was the most powerful and popular state. So this is the story of the prodigy, but most people don't associate Washington with those early accomplishments. He somehow comes alive for them in 1775 when he's named commander-in-chief, and by that point he's actually well past the midpoint of his life.
Was he not involved in a rather disastrous military expedition?
Yes, early in the French and Indian War, really before it officially starts, a large French and Indian contingent swooped down on a rather flimsy fortress that Washington had created called Fort Necessity. The fort, for one thing, could only hold 60 soldiers. He had 300 soldiers, which meant that when the French attacked, 240 of them were standing in trenches around the outside of the fort. Also, because it wasn't roofed, it started to rain, and so all of the weapons and gunpowder of his soldiers were drenched and disabled. So here he is, a young man in his early 20s. He's leading a force of 300 soldiers, and 100 soldiers are massacred under his command. And I think that one of the reasons, as a military man and as a politician, Washington would become distinguished by extraordinary thoroughness. He never liked to be taken by surprise, as he was on that day at Fort Necessity. So he really is kind of marked by that experience, and I think that it really does help to shape him. He will never be that unprepared again for anything.
Ron Chernow, new biography is called Washington, A Life. It's published by Penguin Press, and Ron Chernow joined us from our New York bureau. Thank you.